Sex change rapists to serve time in men's prison. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. A man who raped two women, then turned around and changed his gender and is now a woman, has been moved to a men's prison according to a report from BBC Scotland. Isla Bryson was remanded to Crowton Vale Women's Prison in Stirling after being convicted of the rapes when she was a man called Adam Graham. She has since been moved to HMP Edinburgh, a male prison. Bryson decided to transition from a man to a woman while awaiting trial, and it came after First Minister Nicola Sturgeon announced that Bryson would not be allowed to serve her sentence at Crowton Vale, which is a jail for women. He is due to be sentenced next month after being convicted of rapes on Tuesday. Speaking at First Minister's question in the Scottish Parliament, Miss Sturgeon said she agreed that it was not possible to have a rapist within a women's prison. So the Shim changed from a man to a woman, thinking that they would be able to serve time in a female prison, probably so they could probably rape more women. But boy, did it backfire. Over in the US, the Republican Liad George Santos saga gets so much new twists and turns as every day there's something new that he's said to be criminally involved in. We now learn that the FBI is now investigating him for collecting GoFundMe money on behalf of a vet and not giving it to him. Then we now hear of a family member whose name appear on his donation list that they donated $5,800. Well, this family member is saying that he's very surprised at this revelation as he never made any donation, saying he does not have money to throw around like that. And every day we get a new revelation. Over in Jamaica, 222 new COVID-19 cases have been confirmed in the past 7 days according to the Ministry of Health. The illness were reported between January 24th and January 30, according to the Ministry of Health most recent bulletin. And over that period, there were reported cases in every parish. So COVID is still around. Kingston and St. Andrew had 66 cases, St. Catherine had 40, Westmoreland had 27, and St. Anne had 23. 4 deaths had happened between May 2021 and January of this year, however, were linked to COVID-19. The country has seen 3,484 fatalities from COVID-19 so far. Meanwhile, the ATM that was taken on Thursday morning from a gas station in Darliston, Westmoreland has now been found. The ATM machine was found yesterday afternoon on the Great House property in Darliston. An estimated $8 million was taken by the burglars after they broke into the machine. The suspect who stole the machine are being sought by the Westmoreland police and investigators working out of Area 1 Police Headquarters. And according to the authorities, 4 men dressed in a black broke into Germain Service gas station at 2 a.m. and stole the ATM. The men also stole a significant amount of cigarettes and various alcoholic beverages. The ATM was reportedly restocked several hours before the service station closed on Wednesday. The men were observed on video camera during the robbery and the police were called, but no police turned up to prevent the robbery. The police cannot protect or even prevent crime in their own little island, and the Prime Minister want to send them to Haiti. You see what I talk about? And if them ever go Haiti and kill one Haitian, I can tell you, none of them will ever come back to Jamaica alive. 2 of 4 St. Elizabeth Police Division officers accused of robbery, rape, and corruption have been released from custody, but the other 2 are still being held behind bars while the investigation continues. The 4 constables were detained on Tuesday after a lady said that she had been threatened, robbed, and raped by the officers after a traffic stop on Monday night. According to reports, the police squad pulled over the woman because she was driving a car with demonstration license plates. Police wanted $50,000 in exchange for dropping their case against her. She made an ATM withdrawal attempt, but she was unsuccessful. One of the officers then instructed her to travel to a Black River grocery where she was taken to the back of the establishment and sexually assaulted. Meanwhile, 3 persons of interest who were detained in relation to the murder of 9-year-old Esher primary student Nikita Noel have been released by the Hanover police. The men were apprehended yesterday amid a series of operations by investigators from Area 1 headquarters and the Hanover police. The men were questioned by detectives according to Superintendent Sharon Beeput of the Hanover Police and then released. The additional suspects who was taken into custody on Wednesday night is still there. The 9-year-old girl was allegedly raped and killed while walking home from school. When Nikita, also known as Joanna, did not come home, her mother, Nardia Edwards, said she got worried. The matter was reported to the Hanover Police, who led a search team to the area. The child's body was found sometime after 8 p.m. in bushes meters from her home on Wednesday, and this is really horrible. January already had 91 murders. So the murder continues. Meanwhile, the motive for the shooting death of architect Yushan Darlin on Tuesday night in St. Andrew has not yet been determined by the authorities. The 42-year-old Darling was traveling up Skibo Avenue towards Cargill, and as he approached the Dragon Court restaurant outer fence, a motorcycle pulled up with two men on it. The pillion rider started firing, striking Darling and forcing his car to crash. He then continued firing several more shots into Darling's body. According to police, it seems as if the gunman has been trailing him, and you can know that somebody wanted him dead and wanted him dead really bad. Meanwhile, a taxi operator was shot dead in the Silverstone community in Greater Portmore last night. The murder happened about 7 p.m. This is the third murder involving a taxi operator in Portmore since the start of this year. 57 taxi operators were murdered in 2022. Onto sports, 100 and 200 Olympic meters champion Elaine Thompson-Herah won the women's 60 meters at the Karsten Walholt Invitational in Norway yesterday. The fastest woman alive showed her class in a mainly local field, winning in a time of 7.30 seconds, her first indoor meet this season. She won ahead of the home favorite Helene Ronigan, who did a time of 7.40, and Ukraine's Viktoriaka Ratinova 7.53. And it was Thompson-Herah's second appearance for the 2023 season. She opened her season at last Saturday's Queen Grace Jackson Invitational meet at the Jamaica National Stadium in Kingston by winning the 60 meters in 7.15. On to football, Khadija Bonishaw, Jamaica's most lethal female striker, has withdrawn from the senior reggae girls team according to head coach Lauren Donaldson, with just over a week left before they depart for Australia to compete in the FIFA Cup of Nations. Konya Plummer left for maternity leave and Shaw took over as team captain, but Shaw has given personal reasons for not traveling. Shaw, who plays for Manchester City, is the leading goal scorer in the English Women's Super League, and this game is taking place during a FIFA window. So apparently she want to make sure that she continues scoring goals in that league and win the Golden Boot Award. In the meantime, if you missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube and type in Jamaican Undiluted News. Listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I gone.